Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you step by step how to create a diagonal joyfold card, which is part of hashtag Card Making Day Challenge 2023. Together with Katerina and Paper Mona, we created some free designs for you to celebrate the card making day. And all you have to do is to use our free designs and create one of the fancy folds. All the information is in the description down below. The first design is created by Katerina. She created some beautiful gnomes. Some of them are colored and some of them are blank. The second design comes from Paper Monica. All the information is in the description down below, and I will leave the links to Monica's and Katerina's videos at the end of this one so you can check them out. And the last design comes from my collection, which is Autumn Mandala. And for today's project, I decided to use the colored version. All you have to do is to create one of the fancy folds: Joy Fold Card, Easel Card, Gate Fold Card, Dutch Fold Card, Z Fold Card, Pinwheel Card, Bridge Fold Card, Twist and Pop Card, Never Ending Card, or Front Panel Card. And when you use that hashtag, all you have to do is to create your project, put the hashtag, put it on your social media, and you can win my Color Your World collection. So to create my diagonal joyfold card, I've got 6 inches by 12 inches brown card. I'm going to fold it exactly in half, which is 6 inches. Now when I've got that scoreline burnish, I'm going to cut the front on a diagonal line using my trimmer. And when this is ready, then we can decorate the card, which is super cool. So as you can see, we're going to start with the inside of the card. And I decided to use white paper, which is 5 7/8 by 5 7/8 of an inch. And then the design paper from Monica is 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to assemble them together. But first, I decided to use a little bit of brown color. So here I've got my Distress Oxide ink in Walnut stain color. And I think that's what really makes a difference, especially when you create some fancy fold elements, even with some beautiful papers. If you haven't seen those videos by Monica or Katerina, don't forget to check the description down below, and also I'm going to leave those videos at the end. So here I'm going to use my liquid glue to assemble those elements together. And whenever you use liquid glue, you always have time to maneuver your elements. So when this is ready, now it will be time to put it inside of the card. But don't worry, we can finish off the card adding a little bit more details. So now this is ready, we can move on to our next step. So I'm going to create the triangle for the front. So in the end, I decided to use 5 3/4 white card, not 5 7/8. So that will be 5 3/4, and I'm going to cut it exactly in half. And then with the design paper from Paper Mona, I've got 5.5 inches by 5.5, and I'm going to cut it exactly in half. So when these panels are ready, I can assemble those triangles at the front panel. So all you have to do here is to use your liquid glue. Super quick and simple, right? So if you've never ever created a joyfold card, I really hope you'll feel inspired. And actually using our free designs is really cool. And all you have to do is to use that hashtag and you can win my Color Your World collection, which I think is really cool, including all the PDFs and SVG files. Now we have to design the inside of the card. So for that, I decided to use brown card again, and this one will measure 4 inches by 8 inches. And again, we're going to score it exactly in half, which is 4 inches. When this is ready, then we have to fold and burnish that score line, and that will go at the top of the card. So now we have to create some elements to decorate it. So I've got the white card, and it measures 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, and the design paper is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. Now it will be time to use the liquid glue to put all those elements together. So I also wonder, how did you celebrate card making day this year? Because I think it is so amazing because there are so many crafters and you can always try new things. That's why we decided to create that hashtag card making day challenge 2023. Now it will be time to put that element inside of the card. As you can see, I'm closing it just to make sure it will fit exactly what I wanted. So, if you've never created a joyfold card, this is a really nice variation to that fancy fold, and it is so easy to create. Altogether, it took me less than half an hour to make it. Using my colored mandala, I actually fussy cut it, and I use my craft knife to cut some of the elements inside. So as you can see, it will fit at the front panel here, and all I have to do now is to put it on a little bit of dimension. So I'm going to use double-sided foam adhesive to help me to achieve that dimension, which I think is really cool. In my free design, you also get blank mandala, which you can color in any way you want. And you can always print them smaller if you want. So, yes, you can have smaller mandalas for your designs. How often do you use mandalas in your card making projects? Please let me know in the comments down below. So whenever I use double-sided foam adhesive, I always put a little bit of liquid glue, then double-sided foam adhesive, peel off the backing, and then a few drops of liquid glue again, which I think will make this card last forever. And that's exactly what I want. And to be honest, that hashtag card making then day challenge 2023 really makes me think about autumn season. So that's why we decided to use those elements for this challenge. So here I also have some leaves that I've got left over from my mandala. I'm going to assemble them at the front just to give it a little bit more variation because every single mandala is a little bit different. So that's why I decided to have the bigger leaves inside of it here. So as you can see, I'm starting with the green leaves first, and then I'm going to use a little bit of dimension with those red, yellow, and brown leaves, which I think will be super cool. So, if you want to take part in that giveaway, all you have to do is to create one of the fancy folds, and I left all the information in the description down below. It would be absolutely amazing if you can use our free designs. So I've got that mandala design paper. Monica has beautiful pattern paper with autumn colors, and Katarina created amazing gnomes, which you can actually use for lots of different projects if you use the blank version, because then you can add any colors that you want. And I already saw some amazing entries from gorgeous crafters. So if you want to take part, please use the hashtag. And actually, you have to send me an email with your project. And all the information is in the description down below. So here it is time for the gnomes. I couldn't resist and I really had to add them here. So as you can see, I only put the glue on their hats and then I covered it with the leaf at the top. Now it is time for the sentiment. Thankful for you, and this one is designed by Katarina. I decided to use the same brown color to give it a little bit of border, and the cut will be completed. So as you can see, all together it is super quick to make, and if you'd like to try this one, I would be very pleased. I decided to put the sentiment exactly in the middle of my project. So, what do you think about it? Do you like it? I really like it, but then I realize there is plenty of space to write my message here, but I need to create a white blank here. So all I have to do is to use white cut, and I actually cut it to 3.5 of an inch by 3.5 of an inch. So I've got a really nice brown border. And literally that is it. All you have to do to create this joyful card. So now I decided to use three other leaves that I still had left over from my colored mandala. And I'm going to assemble them inside of the card because I think whenever you create the card and you decorate the inside, that gives very nice touch. So now the card is complete and it also stands proudly on a flat surface. Please don't forget to use that hashtag and create your project because the deadline is the last day of October. If you like it, please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and here you can see Monica's and Katarina's videos with their absolutely fabulous projects. So please have a look at them because you've got all the information about their free designs for this hashtag card making day challenge 2023. Have a wonderful day and happy crafting!